Hi everybody, this is Gijs again with another review and I hope you are doing fine. This video is for videographers and photographers because it is about the Ulanzi Zero F38 quick release travel tripod. So if you are looking for a new tripod for all your outdoor and travel adventures, then this video could and should be helpful to you. Enjoy it! Welcome back to the review on the Ulanzi Zero F38 quick release travel tripod, and from this moment on I will just refer to it as the Ulanzi or the Zero. For those of you who just tuned into my channel for the very first time, my name is Gijs. I am a Dutch outdoor gear and bike and gadget reviewer, and sometimes I do reviews on the stuff that I use to shoot my videos, and this is of course one of those videos. Now, nobody's paying me for these videos, so I do my work totally independent. Something for me that I want you to know. Now, let's go to the background on how I got the Ulanzi Zero. And now we have to travel a little bit back in my photography and videographic history. Because this was probably the first tripod that I bought when I started my YouTube channel. It is a Zero. And it's been serving me for, well, I think about 8 years very, very well. But then stuff started to break. For example, those legs, it's a twist system. Inside there are plastic parts. You can replace them, but sometimes they fall out. So this one was basically at the end of its life. And I still use it sometimes when I have to put a light somewhere, but now it's mostly somewhere in my room, my storage room at home. Then I bought a sort of big Manfrotto that my camera that is shooting this video on, that I'm shooting the video with, is on at the moment. And for you to know, I'm shooting this video with a Sony ZV-E10 because my Sony Alpha Mark IV, I brought it to repairs by Sony because that one was, well, it didn't do anything at a certain point anymore, totally black. So I have to probably get a new motherboard. Next to that Manfrotto, I also have a very big Manfrotto, which is basically for really nice video shootings for heavy cameras. And there was really, after this one, nothing in between. So I went online and I had a look at a lot of different tripods. And then I came up on a video on a Peak Design tripod. And next to the Peak Design tripod, the Ulanzi Zero was pointed out to me. I went into the website and I thought, looking at the specs and the price, I thought, well, this is sort of affordable. Weight-wise it's okay, so let's order this one and I'll give it a go. It was just trial and error. So that's the background on how I got this tripod, and that was about, I think, 2 years ago by now. So that I'm still using this on a almost daily basis as basically my main tripod, because it is lightweight and it's small and very packable, and this is maybe the end of this whole story. That's why I have it still and I use it a lot. And that's why I thought, well, I need to share this with you guys. Maybe this can be handy to you. Let's start, like what I always do, with the materials and the size and weight. Size and weight. Ulanzi states the tripod weighs 1.1 kilogram. I put it, of course, on my precise calibrated scale, and I measured a weight of 1134.6 grams. So Ulanzi is, with the 1.1, quite spot on. If I compare the old tripod to the new tripod, the Ulanzi is that light it's not even worth doing exercise with. That's a little bit different than the other ones that I own. Now, this is my Manfrotto 055. A medium-sized tripod and medium weight, and great for doing exercises with. But to be totally honest, this is still pretty lightweight in relation to the other one. Like I said, this one, it is really tall. It's even bigger than I am. I should move backwards a little bit. And now I can't see the screen anymore. But maybe now this is in the total frame. I don't know, but it's ridiculously strong. Super tripod. And now let me put this one a little bit aside, because the tripod comes in a very nice pouch with a carrying handle, and you can put straps around it, and it's got a loop over here, and it's got a loop over here. It's got a very nice zipper with a good large pulling tab, so it's usable with gloves when it's cold outside. And the material itself, it is padded, so it protects the tripod really, really well. Now this one goes in here, zipper goes, and then it most of the time sits. Let's take this one out. It sits on the side of my photography backpack, and on this one I did a review as well. Put the link up there or in the description below. Take a peek after you've done with this review. Back to the pouch. It has got a length of 42 centimeters and a diameter of 7 centimeters, so that means it is quite packable. Size-wise, like I said, pack-wise, it is 42 centimeters. When you fold it open and you use it in basically its lowest position for your camera to its highest position, you got a reach of 0 centimeters when you put your camera totally onto the ground, and then you have to turn something upside down, but later more on this, to a maximum height of 1 meter and 59 centimeters. And you can add 30 centimeters to that with a little trick, but I'll show you that little trick later on as well. Now, this height of 1 meter and 59 centimeters, for tall people, this height can be a little bit on the small side. The tripod itself, it is made out of carbon fiber, at least the legs, they are made out of carbon fiber. And all the metal parts, they are of a high-grade aluminum. And of course, if it's a high-grade aluminum, I wouldn't know, because this is just what Ulanzi says. And after 2 years of use, I can see that it is a high quality of aluminum. Of course, the aluminum is anodized to prevent corrosion. And next to that, it looks absolutely nice. The feet under the tripod, they are rubberized. And the thing is, you can unscrew them and then you've got this as a part. A lot of other tripods that I own, they've got basically this metal thread with a spiky thing, and then when you turn the rubber, basically the spiky thing goes up and down, so it's visible or not visible, and then you can use it on different grounds. With the Ulanzi, I know when I got it, there were 3 spikes with thread. So when you take these out, you can put the spikes with thread in. And I'm pretty sure that I lost them somewhere, because I can't find them at home anymore. So that is, I think, a negative point of this tripod, of the Zero, that this is not a foolproof system. And I am not a foolproof guy in any way. So it would have been better if this was a metal part that just screws the rubber part in and out. That would have made more sense to me. If we look at the legs, the way of extending is pretty simple. It's not a twist and turn system like on the other tripod I showed you, but this is just a lever system. Pull the leg out, do this 4 times, and the leg is fully extended. And you can do this all in one go, and then it folds down also pretty rapidly. What I do like about the aluminum levers is the fact that they are absolutely big, so you don't need a lot of force. You can use them with gloves as well. And what I think is a big bonus in this tripod is the fact that all parts that are adjustable with a index bolt. Is that the correct word? I think so. And the part that you need to do something with the index bolts, it's hidden in the center column. And in this way I can just adjust the tension on the screws, so to make the knobs or the levers go more tight or less tight. Since I have this tripod, I have not used this one to adjust these, so they don't wear very easily. Of course, the legs, they can be extended. The legs can also be folded outwards. So if you have a low camera point, you can do that. Of course, you need to raise, and there is a lever on the other side as well, the center column, because otherwise you will not be able to put the tripod, let's say, in this low, very stable position. Now, let me raise it a little bit. It is going to be easier for me to show you. Let me show you a little bit more on the ball head. The center column, it slides up and down like this. And when you've got this extended, that's when you have the height, the maximum height of 1.59 meters. The ball head itself, it's really well manufactured. As you can see, it is fixed basically to the center column. You cannot take this apart. The center column, the ball head, it's got another lever over here that releases basically the ball head, and then you can move it around in every direction that you want. And what is good is that you can also move it 90 degrees, so you can have your camera in, let's say, portrait mode, or what we should call nowadays maybe Instagram story, YouTube, whatever mode. And this is easy. And when I was looking for this tripod, I went into a photography shop to have a look at the Peak design. And the ball head of the Peak design is totally different, and it does not do basically the 90-degree portrait mode shoot that easy. So that's why I also thought like the Ulanzi is in this respect better for me. Now what I do like is that on the Ulanzi, on the ball head itself, there is a little side level alignment tool, something we call in Dutch a waterpas. So you can always have your camera totally horizontal as it should be. Now the ball head itself, it can support a weight up to 6 kilograms. And when I was on Mount Helax in Sweden a couple of years ago, I think 2 summers ago, I used this tripod with a very big telephoto lens. It weighs a lot of kilos, and it was perfectly stable. And I was even able, although this is not a special photography, not especially videography ball head, I was even able to shoot reindeer that were passing by. And that was shot by accident because, well, I didn't see them come, to be honest. I was totally focused on a little bird in the distance. On the side there is this little button. You can twist it, because as you can see for the moment, when you put your camera on top of here, this will be in the way and very hard to reach. You can lift it and twist it without moving anything. But when you release this one, like so, then you've got the panoramic or pen mode of your camera. You can twist this one. And even if you turn it down a little bit, you got a little bit more friction, so it goes a little bit slower. But now I will have to face it towards you again, because on the other side of the side level aligner, there is a different button. And let me lock this one first. Then you will see that this one, if you push it, you can take the base plate out. But if you put it in again, now if you don't want it to slide out together with your camera by accident, all you do is twist it and now it is in the lock position. So this gives a lot of security. And I've been using this one basically on all my cameras when I use this tripod. I've got it also on a DJI gimbal, I've got it on my GoPros, I had it of course also on my other camera. It is very, very easy to use. I also have this on my shoulder strap of my backpack where I can put the camera in so I can reach it very quickly. I'll do a review on that one later as well because I like it. But this system, the quick release system with the F38, it really works like a dream. And simply slide it in and a click does the rest. So this is an easy system that I really love. What you should be aware of, by the way, is that if you want to screw this one to the bottom of your camera, you will need a flat head screwdriver, like I have, for example, on my Leatherman, because otherwise you will not be able to fix this. Some other of those systems, they've got this folding D-shaped ring and you can twist that one. This works a little bit different, so you need a tool to do this correctly. Now this was more the technical part. I already said that I really liked the tripod for the last 2 years that I have been using it. In rough circumstances, I've been using it when it was freezing, in the rain, sometimes in the snow even, and it performs absolutely well. Everything is very usable when you're wearing gloves, even sometimes thicker gloves, except for these ones. These will not work with thick gloves. But in practice it is absolutely super. And in every single occasion, the tripod was never the limiting factor basically for me. So yes, I do think it is absolutely durable. I don't have any damage whatsoever, and I like the pouch because it protects the carbon when you're traveling with the tripod. And carbon, it is of course a material that is very strong, but when you get a, let's say for example, when you hit it onto a rock, it can crack quite easily. So that's why you have this protecting pouch, and that you should be a little bit careful when you're in a rocky landscape, when you're taking pictures, or put the tripod aside. Be aware of that. But for as far as I have been using it, I don't have any wear and tear. And in that case, for me, that is quite exceptional for a very lightweight tripod. Now I'm talking about this, I should show you two little tricks, because I already told you what the maximum height is. And I also told you that the lowest possibility to put a camera is about 0 centimeter. Now let me show you how to do this. What you do is you take the center column, take the tool out of it, and what you then do is you put the center column upside down in the tripod. And now when you take out the, in this case I need to take out the plate that I put in there, but I have a very old, my first Canon is a D30 digital one that I have as a, well, basically mock-up camera, because my other Sony is gone. And in this way, if you put it in there, this is basically how low you can go, and the only limiting factor is basically the ground, not the tripod. Now, let's get it up again, because I also said that it is possible to extend the height of the total tripod with another 30 centimeters. And that is because of this little extra that I got in the deal when I bought the whole set. And basically this is an extra center column where you can put a other ball head on, if you like, for example, a Arkham Swiss mount ball head. But what I discovered is that if you put a little ring on top of here, that is basically the connection between the small thread and the bigger threads, and I put this one up here, like so, and now I can put this in there, and like so. It's a little bit less stable, absolutely true, but if you are a tall guy or girl, then in this way you can extend the camera or the tripod with another 30 centimeters with full functionality. And this is something that I think is a pretty nice gimmick in this case. Sometimes I need it when I need to shoot from a higher angle, but then I've of course got my very big Manfrotto tripod, which is a little bit more stable. Don't do this with wind. And what is nice that if there is wind, you can of course put the tool in there and you can use the hook, put a backpack underneath it for some weight, and then it will be absolutely fine. Or even you can put a peg in the ground and a elastic band or a rope between them, and the tripod will be stable as well. That's what I did with a shooting on Hilux as well. Now let's put it back in its normal pose again. Take the screw out, take this one off. Hopsa, put that one in there. Block the mechanism, put the tool in there, and then, well, my overall verdict of the Ulanzi Zero tripod. It's lightweight, it is very portable, and it's very packable. I absolutely like the F38 quick release system. Everything is usable when you're having cold hands or when you're wearing gloves, which I think is absolutely important if you are an outdoor photographer or videographer. And what I also like is the fact that everything is very intuitive. So everything is on a logical place, it's easy to reach. The tripod is not going to be holding you back in any job that you need to do. On the negative side, that might be the height that is a little bit too low for tall people. And maybe a negative point is that you should buy probably some more F38 base plates if you are going to work with this tripod, if you have more than one camera. Also be aware that this ball head does not adapt to other platforms. Basically, if you have got an Arkham switch, it will not fit in this respect. Now, the price. I paid €298 for the set. That means the tripod and the extension one. And that is about $303.95. And if you are going to look online for this tripod, then always wait for a deal, because when I saw the website this morning just before doing this video, they have a 20% discount. So they're in the discount modes quite a lot of times in the year. So maybe if money is a thing, then you can wait for the discount price. But even with the price I paid, almost €300, I think it's outstanding value for what I got. It is an absolutely good investment. So if you're looking for a new tripod, now you know why I chose this one and how much I like it. And I hope that maybe you got anything from this review. And if you do, if you like this, then please leave a comment below and give it a thumbs up. And also, if you really like what I do, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Many thanks in advance if you do. Now, if you like this video, then maybe continue watching. I've got more to watch. I've got special playlists on all my outdoor gear favorites. I've got a playlist on outdoor gear, that all the stuff that I should, how-to videos on how to pitch a tent, on what is waterproof, and I will be doing a new video shortly on the new Gore-Tex EPE membrane. So if you want to watch that one, then of course subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit that notify button so you know when I uploaded a new video. Enjoy the outdoors and stay safe, because the sun is almost behind the trees. You can see it probably in the light. It's getting really soft. And I still have to do a lot of B-roll shoots, video shots, because I only have one decent camera at the moment. So now I'm going to exchange things, and I'm going to use a lot of what I'm going to film now on a little bit other different location where the trees are not hiding the scene. So you'll have some more to see in detail and not only a talking head. Although I'm pretty known for my being a talking head sometimes. Again, enjoy your day. Ciao, ciao!